PHS around. Can he give his TSG, his Death Knight and Warrior, enough time to land a kill onto Elyzes? And will the TSG switch it up? I mean, Zonica is a viable kill target. Lapine may be, I would say, probably the worst of the three targets, but they could make hard swaps to him if they wanted, so we'll have to see if they keep on the ret.
Yeah, and we actually saw them beat Glinkz's PHS. What we saw them do is they were on the ret most of the game, but they made swaps onto the healer. Maybe not killing the healer, but they did force CDs out of it, which we haven't seen them do in this series. Maybe on this map in particular, that'd be a good idea.
Well, right here in the opener, we have the Chains of Ice coming on to Elyzes, but he gets the Freedom out, and it looks like they do have the Hodge onto Whoopi. They're going to try to do some damage. Big damage coming onto Elyzes, but he does have the wall. He does have the Avenging Wrath out. Sonika goes into that Asphyxiate, but Whoopi dropping so low, 20%. He needs to pop Monk Bubble. He's at 10%. Don't know how he's going to get out of this. That Hex onto Son of Zeus, 11% on Whoopi, and he's going to go down, I think.
Kind of questionable right there. Choosing to use Revival, nibbling that Hodge immediately. I mean, if that was me, that would have almost just been better to just go ahead and pop the bubble right there and then save the cooldowns after that. Choosing just not to acknowledge the cooldown.
Yeah, I think maybe a big mistake there by Whoopi letting Welcome to EU just shatter him. And as I said, I didn't think they had much chance if Whoopi sat back in the room, and that's what happened there. Forced back into the room, but really little LOS there. The PHS connects, and that was the kill.
Yeah, that was definitely not what I would expect as far as like a Mistweaver getting trained. Even on a map like that, Runes of Lordaeron, that was pretty much what we saw last night. What they did to to Batusi, and what we see them do prior to that with Rind, where they basically just one-shot them in that Hodge. And this guy, I mean, Whoopi, he basically nimbled it instantly instead of sitting it with the bubble or doing anything else really. Coming out, using Fort Brew and using his Revival and just dying through all of it.
Well, unfortunately for Team TSG here, we are going to have another game on Ruins of Lordaeron, so bad luck of the draw for them here, but let's see if they can switch anything up now. As tough as it is, they are playing TSG, another excellent healer training comp, so they do have the option of hitting Sonika at any point and trying to force the Ret Hunter into a more defensive position. We'll have to see if they try that, but I really think what they're going to be going with is as many peels onto Elyzes as they can, but I really think Whoopi needs to try to bring them out, meet them at the middle, and pull back instead of just running back into the room. I think it's a dangerous spot to be in once he gets trapped there with very little as far as cooldowns go left.
Yeah, with what he did right there, he basically just lost his DPS. The DPS couldn't really do anything at that point. And really, I mean, what kind of things can they do at that point? If Elyzes just running in and Lapian's just doing damage, I mean, they don't have any real peels. On this sort of map, maybe it's just going to be hard for them to even do anything.
Yeah, we're going to have to see Elyzes running in here again. Let's see if they can. There's the Chains of Ice. He is going to be using the Freedom. I'm guessing they're going to stun him up. There's the Shockwave. Sonika goes into a Paralysis. Big damage onto Elyzes to start. Whoopi is taking some pressure, but let's see if Elyzes can really connect. He is down to 50%, so Whoopi taking the damage here. But so far, excellent job by Whoopi, pulling out more into the middle, really giving himself a little more room to kite around, hiding behind this small tombstone, and right now, a lot better job by this TSG. Elyzes dropping pretty low, 40%. There's a short paralysis, and Bubble is forced. Wow, huge pressure. Elyzes is already out of that bubble. He has Avenging Wrath. That is the Spirit Link. Whoopi now dropping to 50%. Could this game have any more damage?
Honestly, I don't think it's even possible. Basically, HG Bar is moving from 90% down to 10% almost instantly. And, Elyzes right there choosing to use a Turn Evil on the Gargoyle and not getting it off, getting locked on it, and then just getting bursted like that. That's probably what caused the bubble. Then Link following that. And right there, I mean, we do have Whoopi using his Cocoon early. Now he's going to be a little bit vulnerable. You have to wonder, is he going to be using Port? I haven't really been seeing him use it that much. And there we go, actually, speaking of which, he actually does use it right there, along with Fort Brew, it looks like. So he's sitting out there, 400,000 HP. Sonika getting interrupted again, right into another Asphyxia, instantly getting bopped on that. Elyzes in the Shockwave as well as Lapian, fully peeling them. And Sonika just trying to top him off, free casting at this point. Whoopi is just getting trained into the ground, though, really making this difficult for him to do anything at this point.
Yeah, can he get this port off in time? He is going to use the Monk port there. He's at 40%, and the question is, can they connect to Whoopi right there? He's not out of the woods yet. Eliza's at 35%, Whoopi at 40%. Can Eliza stabilize? He's at 13%. I think he's going to go down right here, and that is a kill there from the TSG. Sonika goes into that asphyxiate, and that is a full kill onto Eliza's. Really, really, really turning it around there. Almost entirely off of the play, I'm going to say, of Whoopi there. Once he set that port out next to the tomb and used that small tombstone over to the side as a means of LOSing, he really gave himself the tools to kite them around long enough for his team to get a kill. And I think may have been a mistake there for Lepain to go onto the Mistweaver. It seemed like Elias couldn't completely connect, and really he was going full defensive while the Hunter was pushing onto offense there at the end, it looked like. So maybe a little bit of miscommunication, maybe a chance that they thought they had that they couldn't quite capitalize on. But we do have a 2-2 series here regardless. So this semifinals is going into a deciding game, and we're going to see what the map is. It is in a grand arena, definitely the most balanced arena, so hopefully we're going to see a clean game, and we're going to see who's going to face Tymilia, CMG, and Shifty in the grand finals. Or, excuse me, we're going to see who is taking the third place game. Grand finals is already set.
Yeah, and, kind of now that we're back to the ground, you have to wonder, are they still going to go for Whoopi where he does have a lot of pillars to really cut around. I can't really see any reason why he wouldn't be able to live more than 2 minutes against this, which is what happened the first time we had this on this map. And, they have to turn this around at this point. They have to be able to kill Whoopi, and if they don't, then they're going to be knocked out. This is going to be the end of the road for them.
Yeah, I really want to see if they can keep that sort of pressure they had during the games they did manage to vaporize Whoopi. Here on the Grand, I think they might be able to connect to him just about as well with the Monk port from last game. Obviously a really open map, but let's see what they can do here. Elias is going to be charging in. I'm guessing they go straight for Whoopi. Let's see how the cooldown management goes. Just every time Elias goes in, instantly getting stopped. He pops the Avenging Wrath. Really nice shockwave there from Son of Zeus, getting both Lepain and Elias asphyxiated on Sonika. Wall out from Elias. Big damage is coming onto him, and right now Whoopi is absolutely fine. So can they connect to him and make the most of these wings, or is he going to have to pull back to the middle? It doesn't look like they're going to get anything out of Whoopi yet, but he is at about 70%. Elias dropping low. Big heals coming from Sonika. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, right now we just saw Son of Zeus and the DK just popping every single CD at the start, basically hitting that Swifty button and just praying for crits, really. And they're just doing as much damage as humanly possible, getting off the CC that they can. And Sonika using it, and that's not even moving the Elias's HP. Whoopi into the full Hajj, but Elias didn't even connect for almost half of that. So now Whoopi using the Fort Brute, keeping himself topped up a little bit, more than we saw previously, and Trap actually being used on Son of Zeus, trying to get him just to not be able to do anything to help out his healer. And Whoopi is still just kind of running around and kiting the DPS. This is what he should have been doing the previous match on the Grand, or on Runes later on, really. And Elias is just kind of going back and forth between 50 and 100%, not really stabilizing at any point. And Sonika, once again, getting locked out by a DK with the pet. Not really what he wants to be doing, especially with how dangerous this could be. Getting the full Hex though right there onto the Warrior with the Hajj onto the healer, getting all the damage. This is going to be the kill if they can get it. 40k, and he gets the... Oh my gosh, they're actually just going to burn straight through the spell, it looks like, keeping him down at 100k HP, and Eliza's dipping low as well.
Well, really good use of the port there by Whoopi. Huge damage. I really like the way Son of Zeus is using the shockwaves. Elias is dropping pretty low right now. Can he get topped up? It looks like he's going to be okay for right now. Whoopi taking some pretty good damage. So Whoopi's going to go into a full Hodge. He is going to get out of there with his trinket. Still in some trouble. He's going to stabilized, and it really is every time that double shockwave coming out of Son of Zeus. Lepain and Elias is both taking it, but Avenging Wrath is popped, so Whoopi not out of the woods yet. Is he going to be able to survive this 40% HP? Uses that Monk port. Can they connect again? Looks like they're going to be able to get to him. And he is going to be taking some serious damage here, 30%. Elias is absolutely fine. He goes down to 3%, 1%, and he's dead. Wow, what a game.
And right there, that was actually pretty I'd almost say lucky in a way. Liza's basically connecting to Whoopi with not even 3 seconds left on his Avenging Wrath and just instantly killing him. I mean, you had to wonder if Whoopi did something wrong there, using the port and everything else. I mean, just running out of cooldowns in a way that I really don't know if he should have.
Yeah, just nothing left for Whoopi there. Almost peeled the entire Avenging Wrath, but as you can see from the end of that game, peeling almost the entire Avenging Wrath and peeling the entire Avenging Wrath are very different things. Excellent double shockwaves, really nice death grips coming from the Death Knight, and Whoopi doing such a good job surviving for most of that, but at the end there, just not much left, and he did go down. So our Welcome to EU team is going to power through the North American brackets, and they're going to power through some potential lag issues, and they are going to take third place. So congratulations to Welcome to EU. Excellent players. We're really appreciative of them coming over and showing some cross-continent tournament progress, and we're going to be seeing as we go forward, hopefully a couple more EU teams or also Australian teams. We've been talking to some people and trying to get them involved too, so we'll see what we have in future tournaments, but now it is going to be the time to see which team in this Tournament of Champions is the supreme team.